and welcome to the most lovely and also most educational youth show that you can find right in Mpuma Koloni. Well, my name it is Uzinhle Transkei. I am all by myself today right here on the show, but I'm definitely bringing you a beautiful show that's going to entertain and also make sure that it educates you guys at home. So please make sure that you definitely stick around throughout this next hour because I have a blast show for you guys. And also, please don't forget to interact with us on all our social media platforms. It is at Mpuma TV, and also our WhatsApp line, it is 083-690-0530. So you definitely don't want to miss that opportunity of interacting with us, because you guys do know that we sometimes tend to play plays, and also we tend to play questions that can give you a chance and be a winner right here on the Hangout. But let us start the show. Let us go on to the Hangout. Well, we're here on the Hangout on the grey couch, starting off with our first guest for the show. But before we even go there, I want us to talk about the question of this day, of today. So we're basically asking you guys that since the Premier League is starting, who are you backing, and also who do you think will win the trophy for this season? So we definitely want to hear your views as to that. But for now, let us welcome someone who is an entrepreneur, is a developer, and also a mentee, and also she's basically an all-rounder business person, and she's going to tell us exactly what she does and also her business in a whole shell as to what they offer and the services they offer. So please, everybody at home, please help me welcome Umatejo Moduga right onto the Hangout. Today, we're speaking different languages. Come on now. Welcome to the show, Mama. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you doing?
I am doing well.
Thank you for the great welcome.
Is it? Thank you so much for taking time and coming onto the Hangout.
Only a
so
pleasure.
For people who don't know you at home, can you please tell them as to who you are and also what is it that you're doing?
Matseho Brenda Muduka, born and bred in Bloemfontein, 48 years old. Grey hair tells it all. I'm in skills development. I have an accredited training company focusing on developing women and youth in different skills, from your sewing, shoemaking, upholstery, logistics, number of skills that are needed. The aim is to develop people to be independent by either getting a job or actually starting their own businesses.
Yeah. Lovely to see a woman doing all those things that you're doing.
Yeah.
So now, Mama, I want to know as to when did you start getting into the business that you're into namhlanje, and also what were the challenges you faced, especially at the beginning of the journey that you embarked on?
Okay, I was actually employed in the space of training and development. I'm a specialist in that space. I worked there for about 20 years. But now, about 6 years back, I realized, there's a gap in developing people in certain hand skills that I'm interested in. So I registered my business 2016. It took me literally 2 years to get my first accreditation, which is 2018. And our first project was in 2019. So the challenges involved getting the accreditation, anybody in that space would understand it's not an easy task. It's quite a lot of compliance that you need to follow and that you need to be done. And also it needs a lot of finances involved, which means you had to support yourself to do what you needed to do. It was a journey that I started, but I'm telling you one thing, it's not something that I would say I'm perfect at the moment. It's a continuous development.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
And also let us talk about, because I believe that you are in collaboration with other women. So when you are looking into making sure that you're bringing more people into your business and what you do, how do you go about that as well?
I actually affiliate myself with different cohorts, different incubation programs, and different organizations like your business chambers and what have you. Because I believe that before you educate, you need to be educated. So I continuously educate us by being part of those who are already in advanced spaces. And then that's where I meet my fellow colleagues that I can actually collaborate with. So to me, it's all about being educated ourselves, affiliating ourselves with those that have grown, then we get to grow from what they're doing. So it's like a supply chain, of him I put like that. You get developed, you develop, it's continuous. Yeah, it's a ripple effect like that.
Lovely. And also, can we talk about the business that you guys, Okanye, let's talk about the service per se, so that for people at home can also get to understand exactly what is it that you guys do, because for some people angathi yo ngamagama amakhulu, and yeah.
Okay. U-Atleha uthi, there's a woman or there's a young lady who feels that, you know what, things didn't go my way, I dropped out from school and what have you, but I have no other opportunities. We say, come in. Let's skill you. First of all, we do personal mastery with you, where we say that let's help with your emotional intelligence and basic skills like that. Then we give you an actual skill, be it sewing, be it shoemaking, be it upholstery, welding, different skills. And then we top it up with a little bit of entrepreneurship skill, where we say, let's teach you basic skills like how to write a business plan, and. And on top of that, because of the relationship we have built with different organizations, that's where we have our CEDAs, our ECDCs, and say, come in, just explain what you guys offer for such people. So basically, it's like a full-on circle on saying that let's develop you, either be it an entrepreneur or turn you into an employee, you know. So we give those skills differently like that to anybody who says that, you know what, I dropped out at standard 8 or grade 10. Now I'm here, what do I do? How do I get myself to better my life? Come in, let's skill you so that we can make sure that you get to be developed better. And what is also great is that we also have now a manufacturing wing that we have developed, where we say that let's make some other products. We do manufacturing and branding, where we make certain products like our clothing, our workwear, we make it to make sure that we look better and develop ourselves as an organization. So we have a manufacturing space that we have established, but our main core business is training and development.
Training and development.
Yes.
Lovely. We're back on your screens like we have never left before. And also on the great couch right about now, we are still sitting with Umama Matero. And she's basically going to tell us exactly what is Atlehang, and also what do they do, and also what programs can they offer for the youth so that they can get empowered. But Mamzo, are you still feeling nice?
I'm still sorted. I mean, you know how to get me excited.
Lovely stuff. Element.
No, it's good. It's good. It's your strength.
Okay, cool. So I want us to talk about indaba of having to enroll myself as someone who doesn't have anything to do at home, and I'm just looking for an opportunity to get my skills up and running as well. So how do I go about it?
We have a website, www.atlehawomen.co.za. There is a way of registering yourself on the online, but the best way is that you send us an email at info@atlehawomen.co.za. Then we can take it from there, where we can give you the actual steps on how to actually register yourself on the programs. Yeah, and also we have a WhatsApp number, 073-159-8682. So it's the easiest way of getting you enrolled on our programs. We can just give you the heads up on how to do it further.
And also with your programs, duration years, or how long do they take? Okanye, is it different in terms of
Yes. Look, remember, with training and development, we have full qualifications that take about 12 months. But we also have what we call skills programs, where we say that we break down your trainings into 1.5 months, 2 months, or depending on the particular qualification, training that we offer you. So I wouldn't say there's a blanket way of doing it, but it can be a skills program, a minimum of 6 weeks or 2 months, or a year qualification, where a person says, no, I want to be a fully fledged qualified seamstress or something. So basically it depends on the qualification that you are doing. Hence, when you actually communicate with us, we can actually tell you how you're going to do it, depending on the particular training that you're interested in.
And also, what I want to know is, we can't run away from the fact that money is an issue for most people. And also, people are always looking for opportunities that are going to uplift them without giving them financial strains. So how does Atlehang help in those sort of senses?
Our business model is that we also apply what we call discretionary grants with the SETAs. We have what we call Sector of Education and Training Authority. Those are the SETAs that actually are responsible for the trainings that we offer, the accredited training. So they also have what we call discretionary grants that we apply for, where we say that give us the funds, then we can train the unemployed. Because we actually have that situation where a lot of people are interested in the trainings, but they don't afford it. Then we actually get funded for that, and then we train people. we have had such programs a lot, or a business would say, listen, we have what we call enterprise development or CSI funds that we have on the side that we want to actually use to train the unemployed on it, which is also a great opportunity that we give other people.
Yeah.
So we actually have such, but most people would say, listen, I have a few funds in my pocket and then I can do my own training.
Yeah, and also with job placement, do you guys do those, or do you just give people certification and then you say it? Then that's where we end, you know?
With the training, some of the trainings needs one to be in a workplace where you're going to get what you call a workplace exposure, where you can to do your actual work and compile your logbooks and what have you. What is great about that is that when you do such trainings, you get an opportunity to learn the work ethic, work in that environment. There are a number of learners who get actually employed out of such programs, depending on your own commitment in that particular program that you are doing. We have such programs that we have where you have to do workplace exposure, and then if you do well or you are lucky, you get employed in that particular company. Yeah. So it depends on that opportunity. But honestly speaking, what we always encourage our learners is that think outside the box. Because of the current economy we are in, when you do trainings, focus on you being an entrepreneur. Yeah. Because there's minimum opportunities. Instead, we actually also seeing that there's a lot of retrenchments that we're experiencing. So rather, let's develop you into saying that, how do I look at myself as a future entrepreneur? Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, from me being a township girl, coming from the township with all these issues that we had, I started the business. It's possible for anyone to do it. It just needs you to be committed, resilient, and all that. But I always encourage the young people to say, listen, think of yourself as a future entrepreneur. Yeah.
Lovely. And also, Apepai, how has the reception that you have gotten from people, and also, is it negative, is it positive?
I don't believe in negativity. I believe in learning. Mm-hmm. So to me, there's positivity, yes. And like I said earlier to you, it's a continuous improvement. But you learn. Feedback is very important, where you say that this didn't go well. Okay, how do I improve it? But we have been getting a good reception. I don't want to lie.
People.
Yeah. I've been in peace since 2006, so I am part of it.
Yeah, lovely. And also, in terms of how can people get hold of you in terms of social media, and also for enrollment, as you've said that there's a website and all that. Yeah. So let's talk about social media now, so that people can be able to get to see umsebenzi and also get to buy interest yabo ikhule more.
Okay. We have Facebook page and Instagram page, which we call Atleha Women and Youth. And we also have Atleha Creatives. Atleha Creatives is more on the manufacturing side of the business. Atleha Women and Youth, that's where you can see the opportunities that we have and the trainings that we're going to offer. Atleha Women and Youth, we are on Facebook and Instagram.
So I see you emphasizing on women and youth. So you're basically catering for those. And when a male comes to you guys, do you guys be like,
no.
Okay.
Look, I didn't give you a bit of my history why I started Atleha. I was a teenage mom myself. So it took somebody to help me so that I can develop myself. I dropped out of varsity at the age of 19 and it took somebody to help me. So to me, it was all about saying, how do I pay forward? So, because the person who helped me doesn't need my help. So I paid forward by saying the vision that I have is to help the Matsihos who find themselves as mothers at a young age, and then end up having kids, and now how do we develop them? So that's where the vision came from. And then the women and youth, because I'm a mom to a youth, I thought, you know what, it should be a woman and a youth, hence that. Youth includes young men. You understand?
Yeah.
It includes everyone. So that's where my passion is at. And I believe that women mainly are the core of the family. You know, the structure that is very important. So we need to develop you so that you can better your home. And when you better your home, you can better the kids in the street. You can better your own community. So that's how we look at things.
Lovely. Wow. Before we close off this segment, can you please just speak to the youth and tell them exactly how to go and fetch their lives?
All I can say to you is that if every day you wake up and you still have breath on your body, it means there's still an opportunity for you to make it better and better and better. Take an initiative, make a turn, move around, make whatever it takes. Make any effort that is necessary, you can change your life for the better. And yes, there is greatness in everything that we look at in life.
Thank you so much. Well, guys, that was it. It was lovely, but unfortunately, ixesha luchaba. Back live, give it to Nana, but I am still by myself. Please tell my boy to come back. Please tell my boy to come back. But right about now, I am not alone on the grey couch to say I am with the most talented and also the most creative somebody that you guys can find right here on the Arts of Gqeberha. And I am talking about the only artist who's able to embody a character and also give us the villainous through his voice. So everybody, please help me welcome Mr. Anele Penny onto the Hangout. Mr. Anele Penny onto the Hangout. You guys know him from Gqeberha. You guys know him from Amabali on the radio stations. And also, right about now, he's here on the Hangout. Hello, Puti. How are you?
I'm good to see. You forgot to mention that they know me from Mpumakapa TV, Ekondweni.
Ekondweni. How can I forget
Yeah.
our very own?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, he is that man that is able to basically give you guys a character that is written. But I want us to talk about first the acting. When does it start, and also when do you get into it?
It was by default.
Is it?
I wanted to be a social worker. I went to Fort Hare. Okay, firstly, upasa kwami metric the imali bezingavuma ekhaya. So when I went to Fort Hare after 4 years, brother wami sithi, okay, now ngakuyozama. Ndafika kugcwele Fort Hare. Then I went to Lovedale College. Kwatha no si college na siyenzi social working. So but it's in performing arts. Coach utisharo umakas. And then ndangena ke ngokupha ku performing arts and the try within 3 weeks that I sekhaya
Sekhaya.
so that was 2004. It's 20 years now.
It's 20 years in the
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So I want ke ngoku wafika kwa theater,
Yes.
wafika yahamba ijeni yakho waya nasezTVini ke ngoku, yahamba ijeni yakho waya naseziradiweni. Let's take it back to theater, because I
Yes.
believe that within these mediums there's difference when it comes to having to deliver
yeah.
your performance, because kwa TV kukucut and then kwa theater you go through straight out.
Yeah.
You miss it, you will catch it
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So let's talk about theater ke ngoku. Yona nayo udibana nayo after Lovedale.
The trainer Lovedale for performing arts. Siyenzi theatre Lovedale 2004 2005. Then that's a Gqeberha 2006. Lovedale ndifumene certificate, and then I came to Gqeberha 2006 2007 ndifunde Stage World Theatre School. Apho bendifumene khona diploma from evela London. Trainers sifumane certificates sase Stage World, but sitrainela diploma yase Trinity Guildhall London. So ndafumana diploma ke ngoku 2007.
Yeah.
Sisiyenza theatre.
Yeah.
Okoko.
So make sithethe ke ngoku about you being given by your director a storyline, okanye being given this character. How do you get to embody and bring it to life?
Yo. Akukho lula ne, but akunzima kakhulu. It just needs you kokuba uzixelela ukuba ndizawuyenza le nto ngolu hlobo. Uyabona, ikhona enye Krotman yalapha benisebenza nayo last week ifuna ndincede kokomnye umsebenzi wayo. Ndithi i-problem yethu thina as actors ukuze singayifumani kakuhle, we don't allow ourselves okanye our bodies to be vulnerable to those characters, to a situation. Uyabona, it's not that easy, it's not that difficult as well. Because abo bantu emaxesheni amaninzi abantu i-characters esiziperformayo ngabantu esiphila nabo around thina, so you just ujonge phaa udibanise naleya and then kuzophuma lento.
And
Yeah.
ukhupha lento that is beautiful, that makes us want to be glued onto
Yeah.
our screens.
Yeah.
And also now, Mr. Penny, I want us to talk about indaba of the transitioning of that's happening, especially within the Gqeberha space of the art space, esilapha eGqeberha. For wena, as a creative, what does it mean?
It means a whole lot. Because andithimo sindifike ndisiya esikolweni in 2006-7 e-Stage World, and then bendizibona izi-struggles ze-artist ebezikhona ngalowo maxesha, uyabona. So as changes ngoku, even if thina we don't benefit that much, but likhona ithemba lokokuba abazayo emva kwethu, they will benefit. Yeah, the transition, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Ne?
Yeah.
Lovely. He's not a man of many words. Did you look at that? Oh, can any actors is shy? Did you look at that? Oh, can any actors is shy? But also, what are the preparations that when you go through personally, uzamulungiselela character, uzamulungiselela ungene stage?
It goes back to kulaa nto yokokuba abantu abaninzi siphila nabo, but phaa kwi-training yase-Lovedale neyase-Stage World ikhona umntu endimthandayo kwaba bantu baphambili babebhala iphilosophy ze-performing arts, ndithanda uConstantine Stanislavski, uyabona, because unento ekuthiwa yimemory, i-magic if, uyabona. So i-character nganye, kwi-memory, what you do, unikwa le character, okay, lo mntu uyibhuli ngolu hlobo nolu hlobo nolu hlobo, and then you take ke ngoku some of those characteristics from i-past. Uyazi uba okay, ubani wayekhe wabhulishwa ngolu hlobo nolu hlobo, and then uthatha i-bullying eyayisenzeka endaweni ethile, and then uzimixe ke ngoku into le bully yale character. Okanye ke phaa ku-magic if kuthiwa imagine yourself ukule mo yale character, uyabona. So ndithanda uStanislavski kakhulu ke mna ke ne-philosophy yakhe.
Well, Budwan, sisizawukhe siphinde sibuye sithethe nawe and talk about having to be part of such a big show, which is Gqeberha the Empire, and then siphinde sihambe siyothetha about your well-known radio voiceover, so that people can get to see exactly who are they listening to. But right about now, beautiful people at home, let us go and pay our bills, and then siphinde sibuye sisahleli no Mr. Anele Penny right here on the Hangout. So please make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Right after this, it's just gonna be quick, and then we're coming back. Well, everybody, we're back live onto your screens, and if you're only just joining us right about now, Daza, where have you been? Because Sana, we had a beautiful show whereby we were talking to wonderful people right here on the Hangout, and also we asked you guys, since the English Premier League is back, who do you think is going to win the trophy? Please remember, communicate with us on socials, because Uchediana is saying that Arsenal got an Arsenal this time. So, I'm not really a sports person, but child, let's get it moving. And also, Holly is saying that Anele is such a great actor. Listen to that. And also, I'm still sitting with him right here on the grey card. So make sure that you guys continue giving him his praises and just communicating with him as well. So, before I ramble and talk a lot, I want us to welcome him again onto the Hangout. And also, right about now, we're going to hear the time that he got the news that, you know what, we're going to cast you for Gqeberha the Empire, and also the storyline that he's part of on the radio station. So, but Anan,
Yes.
was that comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
That's comfortable. So, I want us to get on to Gqeberha the Empire. Such a big production coming into the Eastern Cape, coming into Gqeberha. I assume it's the first proper professional production. I think for all of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sasna, you cha-cha.
I'm young, come on now.
Oh, well, I was part of it.
Lovely.
Yeah. Although I done in a cameo role, I was sort of an extra, but yeah, it was big.
Kalwapa.
Yeah, Kalwapa. Gqeberha the Empire, yeah. When my agent called me, and then what? Oh, okay, we've got we've got a role, but because my role, qala yayisithi as Luzuko's friend one. Yeah, Luzuko's friend one. I don't know. Within 2 weeks, we were just chilling at home, me and my wife, and then my agent called me. Hey, Pranel, I've got great news. I'm like, yeah, okay, talk. And then he said, no, your character now, they've given it a bio. That means a whole lot. So they tell you that he's a counselor, he's always doing this and this and this and this. And then it was, so, and then I was like, oh, okay, then, no, hayi kwakumnandi man. Yeah, kwakumnandi kakhulu. Yeah, because now uyayazi okokuba you're no longer Luzuko's friend. You've got a name, counselor Nimba Ngamlana. So credits akuzothiwa Luzuko's friend. Yeah, kwakumnandi kakhulu. Kwakumnandi kakhulu.
Yeah, lovely. And also, I want us to talk about you being able to bring that character into life, because it was a character that most people could say that I resonate with it so much. And also for Wena, as a creative, what has that mean to you? And also, did you perhaps try and make a standard up higher each time?
Yeah. I think uGqeberha the Empire ufike ngexesha right for the most year to Eastern Cape. Yeah, because we've been doing theatre ubomi bethu, yabona. So theatre iyakulola for ezinye roles. Yeah. Kulaa nto uyithethe yokokuba kunzima differences between, yabona. So abantu abaninzi we've gone through theatre, it become easier to ukungena kwezinye genres, whether it's radio, whether it's TV, yabona. So ndiva kamnandi ke xa besithi abantu bayaresonate nala character ka counselor Nimba Ngamlana. Kunzima ke ukwenza TV because thina siqhela ukuba lapha theatre, now kufuneka sophulwe ingalo ke ngoku sibe se-TV. But yeah, nakhona akubanga nzima kakhulu because ndiphila neentlobo ezininzi zabantu. Ndiyaya ezindaweni ekuselwayo kuzo just to chill. Ndifike ndibuke nabantu becawa ke ndinabo abazi iitshomi ezikhonza kakhulu, so ndiyabazi. Nabantu bepolitics abanye, yabo ndiyabazi. So you just chill ujonge, oh okay babehave ngolu hlobo apha.
Lovely. And also, singena njani kwa radio, doing voice over, getting characters on radio as well?
Radio, just after Stage World, 2008, Mr. Monde Ngonyama, who is the CEO yase Mandela Bay Theatre Complex ngoku. He wrote a short, it was special, like ibizwa Asia zidlala for once radio. So he wrote a special se June 16 ndisakhumbula kahle. So he called me, Kai, kuzaba ne-auditions emhlobo wenene, I've written a special. And I go, okay. So I went there, nda audition. Umam Tofi yayinguye producer ngoku, say executive producer ngoku. Yeah, Tofi Zichu. Yeah, so yayinguye go producer. She was impressed, but ke ngoku wayesene actors and actresses zakhe azaziyo, yabo. And then what? No, look, sizakufaka man, but uzawuba extra. Sizakufaka. So then the extra is xa zithi main characters amandla. Yeah, so but wabe eyibonile le nto ayibonileyo kum, yabo. Kwi next audition she called me. Kukaba ke audition, and then I went. Ibalela City Bopumthwalo 2008. Bopumthwalo, and then the audition, and then wafaka ke as actors nathi ke saba part of, yeah. But you know kwa recordwa 2 or 3 days, and then she came to a green room kule ndawo esihlala kuyo as actors. Ubanele sibabini ko anela pha. So hayi aphakama, hayi andifuni lona, andifuna mna ewe ndifuna wena. I-main character kwelabali awayicastile didn't give her
What she wanted.
lento. What goes on?
Took the spot and you flew away with
There
it.
wasn't no shot.
Lovely. And also, I want us to talk about umfana. As much as you do want to get into the arts industry, you wanted to get who is social working. So what advice can you give to someone who's looking into getting to arts and also follow the footsteps that you have set?
It's very easy, though difficult for one. If uzawuza kwa art because you want to be famous, because you want money, then jika. Because art, it demanda. It demanda your time. It demanda discipline. My lecturers zase Lovedale, I think zizo za instilla discipline kum. Okay, ndingumuntu discipline kakade. Yeah, one but artistic discipline yeyona nto ekwenza okokuba ubheke phambili ulibale ngemali. Imali is very important, siyayifuna, but ba uzawuza ka-art uzofuna imali okanye ufuna ifame, then uluzile. Because ii-lecturers zethu zasithi if you can only bring us 80% we-discipline, sakunika u-20%, sikongezela u-20% we-talent. Uyabona? So whoever ufuna ukuba yipati ye-performing arts, make sure that uzawusacrifice ixesha le-family yakho, uzawusacrifice izinto zakho ozithandayo, because kufuneka uconcentrate and focus kule into to give your best.
Mr. Penny?
Yes,
thank you so much for coming on to the Hangout. Truly appreciate it, Nana. And I definitely hope that more productions are going to come in the Eastern Cape, and you are going. It's not even asked. You guys are going to get first preference because you guys are that good.
Bansenali ixesha, please. Ngoku ndisiza apha benisuke emeetingini Mandela Bay Theatre Complex, formerly known as PE Opera House. I'm gonna be part of the history. Okay, I will be history because in October I will be performing to the island. The play that Dr. John Kani, Dr. Winston Jonah, not Dr. Athol Fugard. November I'll be performing Sizwe Banz is Dead. The play got Dr. Kani, Dr. Jonah, and Dr. Fugard. So I don't think aphe Eastern Cape okanye mhlambe South Africa anyone has ever performed on the island in October and then I perform Sizwe Banzi is Dead in November inyanga. So
that's big.
Yeah,
that's big.
Very
And also
big.
the names that you have mentioned, it's really big. So we're hoping for you to push that as well. Thank you so much. Well, everybody, that was Mr. Penny right here on the Hangout. And you guys have had exactly and managed to see him. He's a different man from the characters that he plays. And, and you guys, I definitely hope that you did enjoy that interview with him and also gotten to know him a little bit better and also broader as to who he is and what he does. And also, please make sure that you guys definitely check out the plays that he has mentioned and that he's going to take part into. So you definitely don't want to miss that because he's good, man. He's Well, everybody at home, whereby we have to make sure we give you guys advices and also tips as to how to stay healthy. But right about now, today, we are definitely giving you guys tips on how to make easy budgeted meals that you can make at home as well. So what's going to play next is an insert from Kaya's Kitchen, and also would love to give credit to Kaya Kepe for allowing us to have this, and also Lwando is definitely going to take you guys through that whole experience.
But you're still watching The Hangout, that's the name of the show. Welcome to another exciting episode, man. You know, we out here in the streets of Nelson Mandela Bay, making sure you guys getting the right things. And plug, I'm on the ass, man. We always plug you. But if it's your first time watching it, let me come in Luando, Wakanjokwe, I'm going to be your host for the segment. But again, I'm glad we're going to be chilling with Sis K in the kitchen. Who's the Strazel about Mubani Wapi? But we're not going to stay tuned. We're going inside. Come. to welcome back to 360 Channel of Choice. If you just joined us, that's on the perfect time, man. Namhlanje we outside in the kitchen with Sis Kaya. She's going to be telling us what she's doing. And again, Tina Babugeli from the Hangout, we always make sure we plug you guys with nice things in life. Sis Kaya, kunjani sis wami?
Ndiphilile njani?
Siyaphila sis wami. Ngicela uchazela ababukeli bethu endlini ba usisi ngubani and kwenzeka ntoni namhlanje.
Mna ndinguKhayakazi Khepe, better known as Ukaya from Kaya's Kitchen. So namhlanje I'm going to be showing you guys 3 very easy basic meals that are budget friendly and they are also very nutritious because nutrition isn't that expensive.
One thing we don't know, Tina, we always go to another diet to welcome you is about nutrition, but Sis Kaya also splaka and then as Tazel Bagzon's gone. I want to get and phone me some bama be kitchen because Namdia Halak. I'm just going to tell her, let's go to it. So then it was Tazel Baskala pieces and don't.
So first of all, what's the most important meal of the day? Breakfast.
Sure.
So I'm going to show you a very simple breakfast.
Sure.
I'm sure ukulu nawe kokwenu, and a lot of us have grown up eating it. It's tutuska mili. But we'll talk through it as I'm making it and why it is actually a healthy option for a breakfast. And then 2-minute noodles. I know when mulindele is spaghetti, but as pume spaghetti that come with that flavorant, actually MSGs, these ones are actually good 2-minute noodles for you. And then I'm going to show you guys a basic dinner idea of something that you could make for supper. You're tired from classes and you are not in the mood for spending all that time in kitchen, and it's very quick and simple.
I feel like she made a research about the show here to just to make sure that because it's a youth show. So now I feel like she's trying to accommodate a youth to come back to work and then London. But Siskaya,
okay, so it's tutusetuska mili. Remember, if you've ever seen it, you know, people these days are all into sourdough bread and sourdough this and sourdough that. We've been having it. You know, we've been having it, Tina, as South Africans, because we've grown up with this thing. And it's very easy. So what you do is you put your maize meal in a clean tub. It can be plastic or it can be glass. You add water and you slake it and you mix it. You leave it there.
Sure.
3 days. Now that it's winter, in summer, usually 24 hours, and you've got this nice sour fermentation in there.
Sure.
Now, research tells us that the reason why the Asian live for so long is because their diet is mainly raw and also fermented. So it means that our grandmothers knew something when they used to feed us fermentation.
Sure. Yeah, 2 months is Kate Mosley.
Yeah.
Hi. So you tell me what to go? So siswam ndiyakubona Mr. Manzi ke so siyaqala ihlobo.
Yes. So siyabilisa amanzi wethu. And then while we wait for that, andithi la mili wakho bufermentile for a couple of days. So uzaba nala tasting ngathi ibusawarika kancinci. So depending on whether or not you like it strong with sourness, my kids call it the stinky porridge. You know, most the new generation, babanjan. So what I usually do is I want to add a bit more maize meal and a little bit of water to make sure that it's not as strongly fermented, especially if it's been sitting for like longer than 72 hours, because it can get really, really sour and a very strong taste.
Yeah, I feel like most that's one of the reasons done fuck vinegar. Do you recommend that? Is it a good thing for vinegar?
It's better with the tartaric. So a tartaric acid, you put that in if you want that fermented flavor, because the problem with vinegar mnyama is that it can be overpowering and strong for it. So if you don't have the time to go through this process, but the nice thing with fermenting it, health-wise, it's good for your gut, because we are always told take a probiotic. If you get to my age, a probiotic is kind of recommended. It's a recommended thing from the doctor. So that, you know, so for a good gut health, which is something that suddenly everybody is talking about, which is why everybody is into sourdough and everything. So imandi, because this is literally a 10-minute process. Once we galele emanzini wakho abilayo, you want to make sure that you continuously stir. Exactly ngalandlela usenza ngaso isidudu endlini. But now my trick is that with my kids, because I want protein in here, is that I add an egg. So you take an egg, and you slake it with a little bit of milk, and you add it at the end.
That's interesting.
So because it's nice and warm, the egg cooks in that warmth, but then that's additional protein for you in there.
Hey, shout out to Oma 2K, man, for coming. Hey, I didn't know that. This one, we trying to get to know you also as a chef. This one, what's that one thing ekalayo kuwe usemncinci kumajonga nizalithanda ikitchen ubomi bam bonke?
So ndingunolali, ne? I come from a little small town called Stacksbraid.
Sure.
Most people never know where it is. We are tucked away somewhere between Lesotho, the Free State, and the Eastern Cape.
Sure.
And I grew up in a town where everybody had a garden. And we used to play amandlwane, which my daughter plays house, but then she cooks fake food. We didn't.
Hey, betunana ixesha for real, Lulu Chaba. But right about now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys our goodbyes and also make sure that you guys stay safe and also be productive for this week. So for the next and also the finishing of that insert, please make sure that you guys do check us out or also YouTube so that you can fully watch the insert of Kaya over there. But otherwise, from me, it's been a lovely hour, and also I believe it's been a lovely hour as well to the crew. So we just want to say to you guys at home, thank you for tuning in. But let us close off this with love. Bye.